That's going live.
All right.
Wait.
3, 2, 1.
Unlock that. Put it back to the mouse.
Bless. Are you kidding me? Is that the time that you're right? Música, cultura, era lo nuestro. Seguiremos siempre para adelante. Nunca lo olviden. Recuerden la maña. Son elementos de la vida. Siempre seguiremos sembrando. Some pros in that time of the news, the 2 o'clock news. I gotta tell you, man, I'm having some fun in here. You didn't see it on camera, did you? You didn't see it on camera, did you? No. Anyway, let's talk about the heat and the week. And I got a little sadness to say. The news is soon coming in, and guess what? I'm gonna be on the other side of the views, the news, and anything the establishment has to say. Hola! Anyway, hello, how are you doing? And we are, guess what? See you on the other side of the views. Soon come!
Amiga Radio, 104.1 FM. News and views around your ears.
This is the AmigaRadio.co.uk news at 2.
Liz Dawn, the actress who played Vera Duckworth in Coronation Street for more than 30 years, has died at the age of 77. Her family say they are devastated and heartbroken. The Labour MP Tracy Brabin played Trisha Armstrong in the soap in the 1990s and says Liz was great to work with.
Hugely kind, massively generous. As a new person onto the set, I had a small baby and she understood family, and her family were very important to her. She was a fine woman.
The actor Tony Booth has died at the age of 85. He was the father of Sherry Blair and was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in 2004. A man who tortured and murdered a vulnerable gay man has been jailed for at least 39 years. Jason Marshall, who's 29, attacked Peter Fazoli at a house in northwest London in 2013 and then fled to Italy where he killed another man. Labour is in a fresh row about anti-Semitism. A speaker at one of the party's conference fringe events reportedly compared Zionists to Nazis. The Jewish Labour movement wants to change the party's rules to ban racist abuse by members. Mike Katz has been trying to convince other delegates in Brighton to vote for it.
It's outrageous that there is nothing in the rulebook especially making bullying, discrimination and harassment of all minorities an offence. You want to support another party? We are out. If you want to engage in hate speech, well, it's not so clear.
Officials in China appear to have launched a crackdown on WhatsApp. People trying to set up a new account with an encrypted messaging service that have error messages, while others have had difficulty sending images and videos. Censorship controls on social media are being tightened ahead of the Communist Party Congress next month. And bosses of TV show The Grand Tour say they're changing the format to deal with their accident-prone hosts. The studio tent, which previously travelled around the world, will now stay put in the Cotswolds after Richard Hammond and Jeremy Clarkson both ended up in hospital recently. That's the latest. I'm Andy Hayes.
Amiga, you're the thinking people station.
Do you want high-quality skincare? Are you concerned about the ingredients in the products that you're putting on your skin? Now you don't have to worry with My Pretty Lux Organic Skincare. We have handmade soap, body butters and lip balm. 100% natural, no artificial colour, fragrance or preservative. Buy some today at www.ni-kadeluxe.co.uk or call on 07582399468. Micro Deluxe, the nature-kissed skin.
Welcome to Diamond Network. We have gazebos and marquees for hire. We also offer a collection, delivery and setup service for food and equipment to any venue within London. Removal service also available. Telephone 07597948392. Email diamondnetworkinformation@gmail.com. We at Diamond Network provide reliable and professional services with over 40 years experience in and around your community. Diamond Network.
Big Business Investment Group. www.big.org.uk. Existing businesses, help us support a new generation of entrepreneurs. Do you need finance for your business? Do you need other support? Do you want to start a business? We can help with pledges, donations and gifts, membership, grants, fundraising, sponsorships. Register now. www.big.org.uk. info@big.org.uk. Telephone 07448 617 431. Landline 0208 253 1265. Think big. Be big. Announcing Blue Mountain special offers on sale. Tropical Sun sardines, 12 pack for $5.99. Nestle Milo, 1 kilogram for $6.99. Cocoa Fresh coconut cream, 4 for £1. Layla basmati rice, 10 kilograms for $9.99. Southside Callaloo, 2 for £1.99. Peacock Easy Cook Rice, buy 2 10-kilogram bags and get a 5-kilogram bag for free. Also, we have Pure Grow products. Housden, 2A to 8 Craven Park Road, London, NW10 4AB. Telephone number 0208-965-3859. You can also shop online at www.bluemountaintube.com.
This is called the cancer bush. Oh, I've heard of this. The cancer bush.
It is from nature that diseases arise, and from nature comes the cure. Dr. Paracelsus. Cancer bush, the hidden herb that supports and treats cancer patients, is brought to you by Mother Nature's traditional herbal remedies. Cancer bush is the miracle herb and can also treat these following conditions: cancer, chronic fatigue, depression, diabetes type 2, piles, hot flushes, gonorrhea, syphilis, hemorrhoids, chlamydia, rheumatoid arthritis, tuberculosis, HIV/AIDS, mental stress, lupus influenza, swine flu, and more. To find out more, and if you or a loved one are suffering from the following conditions, please head over to our website on www.cancerbush.org.uk. If you'd like to email us, please email at info@cancerbush.org.uk. You can also call us on 0208-993-4870. That's 0208-993-4870. Or 07943-144-544. That's 07943-144-544. Cancer Bush, the miracle herb.
I never imagined that the Crip gang would spread throughout California, throughout the nation, throughout the world. And I deeply regret the legacy that it left because
Understand? 3 in 1, same thing. We gun war and violence. I power up again now. Go. 10:41. You want me start it, Zulu? You start it then. Alright. What a tribulation, too much frustration, too much corruption on this land. I lay my burden on the side. Jah will make it right. Hunger call, drink the monster. Jah will make it right. Too much temptation, too much love, too much use and abuse, too much corruption. So I lay my burden on the side. Jah will make it right. A hunger call, drink the water. Jah will make it right.
Oh, it's already started. Oh no.
The birds, the bees, the flowers, the trees. Jah, give me a wondrous creation. Open your eyes. Realization. This is the #1 station. Living to tell the test of time. The cause and offense and embarrassment still. Rain, come shine. Look, burn me, shoot me. Mistaken as the enemy. Where's the hand for the man? Positive identity. Bitter, no sweet, all night. Giving, on living in a fool's paradise. Pain, pressure, the sacrifice. Arise, time to realize. I'm for real, no disguise. Breaking the spell, energize. Opposition and attack. Main decision trying to hold me back. Born Britain, ain't no girl. On the scene, red, going green. Black star in between. Got the rocker. Blue shakalaka. Roots, love supreme, y'all. No murder, what I hear them on bad sadness. It is your duty to get up and support this. In this chaos crisis. The birds a one plus creation.
This week's DJ choice.
It's me, DJ Roscoe, and I'm back. I tell you I was going to be back after the views. The power play, power play is track 1, Jah Will Make It Right by TT Scott. Compliments of Swagger Joe. I got to actually meet TT Scott on a train on the way here one day. It was a blessed day. I'm still trying to get in contact, and guess what? We will make that thing happen. And one day he'll be in the studio hanging out with me, Roscoe. Right, track 2, Living to Tell by Webby J. Compliments of our geese neck. Whoa! And the God Best Crew. Track 3, It Must Be by Ja Daniel. Compliments of Living Room Studios. These are Amiga's one and only power plays. Power play. Yes, it's your back with Roscoe today. You know what? It's been such a rush. There's been so many things going on in here today. It's been absolutely chock-a-block and shock, and I just don't know what's going on. But the one thing I do have to tell everybody about, right, and I'll do this really quickly because, like, you know, certain things kind of affect me because, you know, I am one of those people that are quite sensitive. And I'll also tell you about my blessings. What a weekend I've had. I can't even tell you about that part, not to tell you about this part. Anyway, the sad, really sad loss of Charles Bradley. Oh, my word. When people die, it's like one of those things where we sort of just try and understand that the person's passed and they've left a legacy. What's really quite sad about Charles Bradley for me, and only for me, is like he was one of those people like Sharon Jones on the Daptone Records, spent a little time in their life getting on with their life, and they kind of got that success much later in life. And because they got the success much later in life, I mean like properly, it's like so sad when you all of a sudden he just got to his 3rd album. I was just like, yes, I'm rooting for him. But what was so good, there was a song that I'm going to play that I used to play, right, all the time back in the day when he first came out. It was a song I was playing by Charles Bradley. I love the song, and when I play Charles Bradley stuff now, because at first he was written off as a James Brown sound-alike. because he used to do, you know, like when like these people who go out and they do these, like they take a band and they give them respect and they cover them songs. So he was doing the James Brown thing, and I mean, he did the James Brown thing good. I mean, he could have stood in for James Brown, and James Brown would have been like, get down! But it is what it is. And he was very good at what he did, and I am sorry, salute him, very sorry to hear him go. It's sad also because it's the second one on the same label, because Daptone Records had Sharon Jones, who was also another late bloomer when it comes to like these great, and they got these voices like, you know, like proper, ooh, Charles Bradley got that deepness in his voice and that very much sounding, as I will remind you. Actually, you know what? I can do better than that, because I'm trying to remind you of this man's greatness, and I will play for you two of his songs, and you'll understand. It's not for everybody to get upset, just for me, because as far as I'm concerned, another person that's lost, but still left a good set of music for us to be reminded of their greatness. This is a very short track. Charles Bradley, God Bless America.
This is Charles Bradley. Oh, brother, that came from the hard licks of life, that knows that America is my home. America, you've been honest, right, and sweet to me. But I wouldn't change it for the world. Just know that all the things that I've been through, it made me strong, to stand strong, that know America represents for all humanity and the earth. I say
Those are the kind words of Charles Bradley, who died of cancer at age 68. He did not record his first single until 2002 and made his debut album only in 2011. Nevertheless, he seized his opportunity and in the last years of his life was able to build a devoted audience while basking in belated critical acclaim. If I'd gotten the break when I was 25, the world wouldn't have known what to do with me, he said in 2014. I know so much more now, and I know how to deal with things better. I can dig into a lot of my memories. I can do things I was afraid to do before. Bradley's first album, No Time for Dreaming, on Daptone Records 2011, sounded like a throwback to the classic soul men of the 60s and 70s, but this impassioned delivery and ability to embody the torrid emotions he was singing about rendered the music timeless. Most of the songs were newly written by Bradley and his band leader and producer Tom Brennick. And I'm going to play the tune that I always used to play on here because, boy, it's a tune and it's just so appropriate when you hear it today, like it could have been done yesterday, and this is 2011. Charles Bradley, take it away!
Nobody gonna take the blame.
great Charles Bradley. Sounding very much like James Brown. Yeah, I appreciate that. And, well, you can see why you would want to go to a show like that, because he just sounds so good. Right. So much. I'm just breathing and stopping. You know, like my new word is breathe and stop. I don't know even if you remember, right? Q-Tip had this song out from Tribe Called Quest called Breathe and Stop. Someone reminded me that used to be like my words. Like I used to, well, after I heard the song, I was like so inspired by the song that I would to say, well, hey, breathe and stop. Just breathe and stop. Some things to tell you, and the blessings that are coming through for me. It's like, whoa, didn't even see it coming, man. 1 minute, everything was cool, then it was just flowing. Anyway, the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Four good agreements, 4 things to live by. The 4 agreements, the first of the 4 agreements, be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word power of your word in the direction of truth and love. That sounds so sweet. And I think that's what we need to do, is to use more truth and love. But that's me. I'm just reading. The second of the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. The third of the 4th of the 4 agreements. Don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. Well, I got to repeat our last line. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. Now, truly, right, if we could just communicate, things will be just a little teeny weeny bit better. Actually, it'll be a lot better. Because some of the fears that we have and some of our ignorances is due to, because they're coming from a place of fear. So I get that. And the last of the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstances, simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse and regret. The 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Trust me, it's really good. Talking of trust and things are changing and oh my word, so many things to say. I was going to say that some of my inspirations from people that I've been inspired by. You know, like you're wondering, what is it that makes a brother tick? Well, let me see. Food, clothes, shelter. No, okay, let's start. One of the people on the radio station I want to big up a little. Actually, I like to big up the whole of the Mega radio station because everyone's like, well, you're kind of picky. No, I think I come from a wonderful, very diverse family of all kinds of different people with all different skills, and we do, as far as I am speaking from me, I think we all do really a very good job. But sometimes we just get on with it. I think that's what we do, and I'd like to say thank you because sometimes the people who phone in, right? They phone in and they say things like, yeah man, could you tell everybody in the radio station we like the work you're doing, blah blah blah. And you might not always get that call, but I've had that call a few times. So I'd like to say, to rise up to every member of the family, big shout out to all of you wherever you are, where you're listening. Big shout out to Sis Maxine. Amenti, big hug to you because it was good to hear from you. Well, kind of like slightly missed you like in the corridor, but guess what? Sounding the love and blessings to you. Afro Futures, big shout out to you too. Okay, let's see. We got Mr. T, big shout out to you. You know, after the show, Kingpin, not even Kingpin, Geeseneck and the God Bless crew will be here after this show, right? So at the moment I'm just doing this up to the hours of 4. Got here late and I'm keeping it moving. Keeping it moving. So, as I get to it, and all of the people have different opinions. You've got Prophetess Millicent on here. We've got Simeon Roots. You've got DJ Carl, who was there just before me. We've got the Corporal on here. We've got King Lion. And we do have the Roots Doctor. Yeah, we do have the Roots Doctor. Miss Smooth Headley, who's been promoted. HB Naphtali, big shout out to you, because I hear you the players I'm Jones. So, we've got all of these people. Richie Rich, Boaz, Swagger Joe, Cleo the Black Swan, who I've yet to see. Duke Dale, big shout out to you, from me to you, because you know, like I don't catch you that often. Big shout out to the blue one. That would be DJ Belgium Blue Smurf. Big shout out to you, Derek. And anybody who's wondering, why did he call him blue? Because you don't remember the Smurfs. Anyway, long joke, and if you missed it, you missed it. Right. Let's keep it moving. Big shout out to Sister Amma, Lady M. Okay. And everyone else. Ripper, Geronimo. And you know, I miss somebody, Ducky. Yeah, big shout out to Ducky. Okay. Let me just breathe and stop. Right. Let's keep it moving.
Balance in all things. Every cloud is connected to every flower, and every heartbeat is connected to every river's flow, and every rainfall is connected to every baby's cry and lover's sigh. Balance in all things. Say it. Breathe it. Live it. Make love to it. Do it. Balance in all things. I hear grandmothers and God and saints singing, calling, crying. I feel ancestors and oceans and planets moving, mourning, guiding. And I say, universe, I thank you. I honor you. I celebrate you. Your rituals, your wonders, your power, your healing, your chastisement, even. Please, universe, have mercy on your children. Continue to rock us in your balance despite our ingratitude, our misdirections and misgivings. Sing, balance in all things.
I didn't know. I was just a prisoner. Living in a cell. But now, you're dwelling on the first floor. God's love. And I soon will be waiting. I'm moving now. Room up above, In my father, I'll sing no prayer. I'm a man, already prepared, Been by Jesus, only come and tell rock melody, But now, what you will in, on the first floor, first love, and I soon will be waiting, I'm moving back, room up above, I said, what you say, girl? We got to move, in a room now. We got to move, in a room now. We got to move, in my room now.
upstairs. Also on the same label as the Daptones, the Daptone record, the Coco Mamas, Move Upstairs. Little music there for Charles Bradley. Right, that's the support. Okay, we talk about support, we talk about blessings. Let's go for the blessings. I've been trying to get this. My word, my weekend. Woo! When you talk about weekend, you want to talk about a really interesting weekend. Now, and you're thinking, what is this to do with you? Well, it's not so much to do with you, but I'm thinking about we need to start to count our blessings. You know, you hear them old things where they say, we need to count with blessings for the ones we got, the ones we didn't get. So, I wanted to pay something forward. Now you're thinking, what are you doing by paying something forward? It means something nice has happened to you, really nice to you, that's brought you to a different space. It showed you that there is love all around you, and it's opened your heart. And when it's done that, it's kind of made me like, whoa. Now, one of the last times that my heart got open like that, because I'm going to explain about how my weekend went, and it was like quite a while ago. I'd say about a year ago or so. And life was a little challenging. I was going through some challenging times, and I was like, oh my word, what am I going to do? So I said, what can I do? And at the same time, it's almost like the ancestor said, listen, right, I've got a job for you. Something for you to do. And I was thinking, okay, I don't really want to, or I'm not sure what to do. So when, it's not that I don't want to, it was like I wasn't feeling myself the courage to want to do something. So all of a sudden I said, you know what, let's go with this. Let me just go to it. And this opportunity came up to work with one of my colleagues on the radio station. Now, I've always had a lot of respect for my colleagues, and this particular colleague, I have nothing but love for the sister, because she invited me and I helped her with the workshops. And I went to the workshops and I was like, okay, I can do this. And I was hurting. I ain't gonna lie, I was hurting. Lord, I was hurting. And what the workshop and the facilitator helped me to realize that it's okay. There ain't nothing to worry about. You're gonna be okay. And you want to help to feel better about it. Now what do? And when I didn't realize I was in that space where I was hurting. No, that's right, I knew I was hurting. Damn, I didn't know I was hurting. But I didn't know what to do. So this is why I said, like, sometimes we have to count our blessings for the things that we do. Because like, all of a sudden you're like, oh, you didn't get it. You didn't understand it. There was something there for you. And I went along, and this was the same workshop, Success is Yours. And I am totally going to tell you, get the opportunity to go, please go. Please go, because firstly the facilitator was excellent and helped me to recheck myself, realign myself, and I'm still working on myself. Now, you're thinking, working on yourself. Well, this is what we have to do sometimes. When we have these situations that are a little too challenging for us, we need to like reach out and say, can somebody help me? Now, the trouble with that is, you're feeling a little vulnerable, you're feeling a little shell-shocked. You don't know what to do. So what do? You start to think you can't do nothing, no one's going to want to help me. How am I going to do this? And then you just try. I mean, when I say try, it's kind of like the attending is part of it, but knowing, because there's a lot of questions and there's a lot of quizzes and there's a lot of things in there that you don't really see, but you start to realize as an oversight that it will help you to pinpoint these things, because sometimes we can't see the craziness around us sometimes. you know. But the Success Yours workshops are coming back. So I'm saying to you, and I give pure respect due to Sister Amma for being there for me and helping me to develop mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Because that's what she does. Because she's good right now. And if anything, that's one of the shows. I mean, there's any show you can listen to on here, I say listen to, because really and truly, as a family, boy, there's all kind of things. I can tell you the stories about how good all of the shows are, and how we need to rise that vibration. Because, like, boy, the energy that some of the presenters bring it, and you feel it. So I'm just gonna say to you, from my personal experience of working with the ones that I've worked with and sin, I rise them all up. I rise up everybody here. But more or less for helping me and for me also helping her. Sister Amma, big up to you, wherever you are. The Success is Yours workshops are back. We'll help you to develop mentally, emotionally and spiritually. Use ancient wisdom to negotiate and succeed in the modern world. Speak the language of the universe and achieve peace, ease, happiness and abundance. Recognize and release non-enhancing thought and behavior patterns. I'm telling you, this thing's good to go. Right? When? Tuesday the 17th, the 24th and the 31st. It's already started. You need to be there 7 to 10. We're at Monks Park CAF, 2 Monks Park Wembley. But if you don't get any of this information, don't worry. The phone number is for Sir Tet is 07960 888 781. Now that's the number. I will repeat it again, and you can email SIY workshops at outlook.com to book and further inquiries. There's only 40 places. It is really good. I recommend. Not like I'm saying to you, you know, like, trust me. When I say to you, it is like really a beautiful opportunity for you to help to heal. Because, like I said, with all the craziness going on in the world, we need a safe place to sometimes be. So I say to Sister Amma, rise up. Continue doing what you're doing, and you are blessed. As I was saying to you, because I've got like a little time, because coming up to 3 already. Time has been moving fast today. Really, actually for the last couple of days, time has been moving. Like, I'm like, whoa, time been moving in such a way where I didn't even realize. And it's like, I looked at my watch and think, yeah, it's the time. What? Is that time already? And I only started to now settle in. But like I said to you, if you get the opportunity, even just to ring in and speak to Sister Amma, do speak to Sister Amma. Oh, you can speak to any of our presenters. But the number for Sister Amma, you see, I've got it on my brain. Sister Amma, Sir Tet, on 079 60 888 781. And also, if you want to speak to me, DJ Roscoe, on here, you see I'm wearing the red top again. I love red, right? In case you didn't know, this is a kind of blue reggae version. Right, because we keep it real here. We like to play good music. Check it out. What was I going to say? Yeah. See, I'm still thinking. Out now, my weekend. Whoa. Now, the reason why I was talking about Sister Amma and also talking about the Success is Yours workshops, because when you start to realize and you start to learn all of these different aspects of you, and you learn that we can do different things, we can do better things, and we can heal from some of the things. And a lot of these are childhood things that we didn't even realize we had, because we're carrying it like luggage. We didn't even know we had it. And then all of a sudden it comes out in different ways. It comes out in anger, frustration, annoyance, silly things that we don't really know. And it's not always anything to do with you. It's nothing to do with the person directly. It's more to do with you as a person. When you start to realize that you as a person is the, like you're in the seat. This is your hot seat. Like if you was driving a car, you driving your car, your body being the car. Now sometimes there's things that happen with the car, and sometimes you don't see the light flashing on the dashboard. So because you don't see the light flashing on the dashboard, you don't realize there is something that needs to be checked. You just keep going on and you keep going on. But yet at the same time, another light keeps going on. Now it's gone from amber to red. Now because it's gone into like a different color, now you're seeing there's a slight emergency, but you're still going on. Now this could be all kinds of things, and sometimes because you don't always see it, we end up being in a place or a space where things start repeating. I call it a loop. My friend said to me, it's not a loop. I goes, no, but it's a different way of you learning something, because there's some lesson that you're supposed to learn. Now, I know from myself what lessons that I am still learning and still trying to get better. Now, when I say get better, because in my mind, I love the idea that every day you have the opportunity to do better. That's why if you did something yesterday and the person's there and you need to go and say sorry, you can say sorry. If there's something that you forgot to do that was really important that could change or bring a whole different energy, a different vibration to somebody just by saying or passing by and saying, hi, how are you doing? And you didn't do it yesterday because you got caught up in your own things. Anything can change once you change, but the change is something that happens within. Now, first I was like, whoa, this is a whole load of things that I don't understand. But as it was broken down to me simply, then I started to get it. It is about me. It's always been about me. I just didn't realize it's about me. And also as a man, because we don't always get the opportunity to discuss, to work out our plans, we kind of like, we just keep going on, some of us, or we go inside and we just try and work on inside, like we just stay at home more, we don't go out as much, and we get frightened to go out into society because society can be quite harsh, can be a little bit rough from time to time. So what happened was, I had like a couple of blessings all at once. I've got a little time to tell you about these blessings, and I'm going to do it really quickly. One of the blessings, a friend of mine sent me a ticket, and I was so happy to get the ticket to go out, because my friend's away, they can't go, so they asked me to attend, and I was like, wow, I got free ticket, I can go out, I can shake, I can do this, it's going to be wonderful. So I go to my email account and I log in. Now, I'd already had this previous argument with Yahoo, so I didn't mean to promote them, but yeah, this is what happened, right? Yahoo got hacked a while ago, and they got hacked and they told everybody you need to change your passwords. Now, when you get to my ears, sometimes you can't remember all your passwords. So I tried to stand defiant on it. I said, no, I ain't changing my password, nah. And then I wanted to ask them and challenge them by asking them the question of, well, why would I want to change my password? Is you that get hacked, I didn't get hacked. You're supposed to protect me from getting hacked. And their question and their answer is, well, in case they've got into your account, they can take your passwords. I tried to remember the old password, but there it is. So in the end I said, gritted my teeth, went in there, and I had to put in a password and reset the password and everything got in. And I got to the email and I was so happy to get the email. Because remember, I'm going on the path of, I'm going to go to this concert. And it's free. And I get the email, open the email, and I'm clicking on print ticket here. It won't print. Print ticket here. So I'm clicking, it won't print. Try to do everything, it won't print. And I'm like, oh no. So then I send the email back to my friend, or a couple of emails back to my friend, to get it sent to me. It took me, I found out later about it, but then I thought I could still go. And then they sent the email again, and I still can't click on it, and I was just like upset. I was like, oh. I try not to take it too personally. But at the same time, I logged into my Yahoo, I logged into the Facebook. Now it all happened quickly.